What's going on, guys? It's your boy Scrub here, back again with another video. Hope you guys are having a great day. I know I am, and if you are, be sure to press the like button. Otherwise, no joke, no scam. Next time you go to your friend's house, his mom is gonna straight up donk you in the face with some fists. Yeah, that's right, guys. I don't make the rules, I just follow them, and trust me, if you don't press the like button, your friend's mom is gonna hit you. Seriously though, guys, today I have a subscriber story about the time that this kid got punched in the face by his friend's mom. I guarantee you they're not really friends anymore because, I don't know, I feel like it would be awkward to carry on a friendship with somebody after they've gotten into a fisticuffs with your mother. Apparently the mom just lost it and went ballistic, and yeah, it seemed like a pretty funny story, so without further ado, we're gonna get into it, and let's go.
Did it again.
Yeah, high school or December, not a memory. Too high like I'm in a nether. I won't forget.
Chuck E. Cheese is supposed to be the place where dreams are made of when you're a kid. So when the person who sent me this story found out that that's where they were gonna go when they were at their friend's house, they got pretty stoked, you know? They're like, yo, I get to spend time away from my parents, and I get to go enjoy some of Chuck E. Cheese's delectable environment, where not only am I going to play skee-ball with absolute swag, but I'm also going to be enjoying some delectable entertainment from the animatronic friends. So he's on his way to his friend's house, hyped because he knows he's going to Chuck E. Cheese. And he gets there, and his friend's parents are divorced, and he had only ever hung out with his friend at his dad's house. And he gets there, and his mom seems a little bit crazy, you know? You know when you meet somebody and they just have the eyes of a crazy person? His mom's got some crazy eyes, but whatever. They're going to Chuck E. Cheese. It's going to be a great time. So they hop in the car with his mom, and immediately he notices that his mom is a little unhinged because she's driving like a maniac. Like, his mom is basically driving like you would if you were in a Grand Theft Auto video game, you know? Everybody in GTA drives like a maniac, and I guess this mom just missed the memo that not everything is a video game and you shouldn't always drive like a crazy person. But whatever, they managed to get to Chuck E. Cheese safely, but he realizes right away that this dude's mom is a little bit different than most moms. Maybe a little bit more aggressive, a little bit less logical, a little bit less caring. And she ends up getting them like 100 tokens each. They had a deal. So they go off and they just start doing their things with the tokens. And at least whenever I went to Chuck E. Cheese, you know, my parents would give me the tokens and tell me to F off and go play by myself. Like, they really didn't want to follow me around. But this mom starts following them around to, quote unquote, make sure they won't get kidnapped. And I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, Chuck E. Cheese had you like put stamps on your hands so you couldn't leave without your parents. So I don't think that's possible, but she's following them around as they're playing games, and anytime they play a game where they're competing with each other, she looks at the kid who sent me the story and is like, you have to lose because I paid for the tickets and my son deserves to win. So she's following them around doing that, and there's a lot of games that are competitive, so she's just absolutely crapping on this kid's fun. But there is one thing that this kid's really hyped for. Apparently he's a really good skee-ball player. Like, he made sure to point out to me in the story he sent me on Instagram that he is really good at skee-ball. So I don't know why you would want me to announce to the internet you're good at skee-ball. That's like one of the most virgin-proof games. But hey, apparently this guy is nasty at skee-ball. Let's all give him a big round of applause for that one. Yeah, good for you, I guess. So apparently he's good at skee-ball, and they're working their way through Chuck E. Cheese, and his mom is making him lose all these games, and his friend is just acting like this is normal. You know, like, it's whatever. My mommy gives me whatever I want. And to be honest, I just don't really understand parents that want to make their kids, like, never experience losing. Believe it or not, you're not always gonna win. Yeah, I know that's crazy, guys, but surprisingly, there's probably somebody better at you, or better than you at something that you like. And that's okay, that's alright. But like, protecting your kid and making sure that they never lose or anything never is actually gonna make them a better person. It's just gonna make them a really sore loser. You know what I'm saying? But regardless, finally after a bit, the mom's like, alright, our pizza's at the table. I'm gonna go get pizza, but you know, don't beat my kid because he doesn't like to lose and we paid for the tokens, so make sure to let him win if you're playing any games. And the kid who sent me in the story is like, alright, whatever, lady. And they start working through the games, and sure enough, they inevitably get to like the back of the Chuck E. Cheese where all the skee-ball machines are. And his friend, which I don't really know if he's his friend, that's a weird way to describe it. I'm assuming if they were little, it was more of like the moms were friends and, you know, can you watch my kid for the day? Yeah, sure, I'll take him to Chuck E. Cheese type of thing. Because he says like the kid I was hanging out with, I'm just saying friend because that's easier to explain. I'm going to interrupt the story for a second and just ask you guys to please press the like button and comment the word Chuck E. Cheese down below if you don't mind. It just helps the video do better and it gets more views, and I like views, so thank you. But regardless, the kid is just, getting to the skee-ball machine and talking trash. And if anyone starts talking trash about how good they are at something, it's a well-known fact that means that you have to try to beat them, all right? Like, if unprompted, somebody out of nowhere just started telling me how great they were at chess and how incredible they were and unbeatable, I'd be like, all right, let's play in chess, and I'm gonna sweat, dude. Not because I don't believe that you're probably good at chess, but just when people start bragging about things out of nowhere, especially when their mommy has been following you guys around all day to make sure you purposely lose anything you do so the kid doesn't get upset, yeah, it's probably pretty aggravating for him to start talking crap. So they start playing skee-ball, and sure enough, the kid who's good at skee-ball just starts destroying the person he's with. And the kid starts to get upset, he's like, hey, what are you doing? Like, you're not supposed to win. And he is destroying this kid in skee-ball. Like, the other kid is pulling a straight up Helen Keller level maneuver out here. He's rolling balls up the ramp. I'm not even sure if he knows how gravity's supposed to work. Somehow he's throwing them forward. They're going backwards. I don't even know how this is possible, but he's sucking at skee-ball. Anyways, the kid starts to get upset. He's like, just wait till my mom hears about this. And I'm just saying, dude, if somebody beats you in skee-ball and your first response is wait till my mom hears about this, you have the personality type of Neville from iCarly. You'll rue the day type stuff. Like, you're literally just a snitch. So, whatever. Sure enough, the mom eats some pizza and comes over, and the kid starts saying that, yeah, he beat me at skee-ball and it made me feel bad about myself, and crying, saying how he's a loser and he sucks at skee-ball. And the mom starts to be like, how dare you make my son feel like a loser? Keep in mind, he's never been around this kid's mom before, and usually his dad is pretty cool, I guess. And the mom starts being like, do you have any idea how disrespectful it is to use the tokens I bought you to beat my son at a game? And listen, no, I don't, because I feel like if you challenge me to a game, there's a possibility you might lose. Like, it's not like every game in Chuck E. Cheese you have to compete on. If your son loves to compete but hates to lose, then your son's not a competitor. He's a little bitch. Anyways, he starts talking back to the mom about how maybe her son just shouldn't suck at skee-ball, and this sets her off, and she starts screaming about how her son is perfect, and anybody who would insult her baby clearly doesn't know what they're talking about, and the level of disrespect the crap talker son, yada yada yada. You know, all the stuff that angry soccer moms do when you disappoint their son. So she turns around, and he's like, oh, that's weird. She turned her back on me. And she turns around again and tries to slap the kid, slap him. So he dodges the slap and is like, oh my god, and starts trying to run away. And they're by the skee-ball things. And as he's running away, towards the play place, he feels something smack the side of his face. And he realizes that she had just thrown one of the skee-balls from the Chuck E. Cheese machine and smacked him in the side of the head, dude. And if you've ever played skee-ball at Chuck E. Cheese, those balls aren't light. This mom, in a public place, was so mad that somebody had the nerve to beat her son at skee-ball that she started throwing the skee-balls at a little kid, 7, 8-year-old, just, how dare you disappoint me? Oh, don't beat my own son at skee-ball. Dude, if you want your kid to win that badly, maybe make him better at things. Oh my god, if your reaction to someone beating your kid at skee-ball is to pelt them with a skee-ball, then where you need to go isn't Chuck E. Cheese, it's a therapist, because you clearly have some very deep-rooted anger issues that you need to let out of your system. Anyways, dude, he gets hit in the head with the skee-ball and he automatically stops, and his mom comes over, or not his mom, but the kid's mom comes over, scoops him up and carries him and the kid out to the car before anyone can say anything, and most people are in shock, and they just drive away. And as soon as they're in the car, she starts screaming at him, saying that, he made her hit him in the head with the skee-ball and she didn't want to do it, but she has no option when he's being disrespectful. And listen, every adult out there, you do have the option not to hit kids in the heads with skee-balls. Believe it or not, it's not a mandatory requirement. It's not like there's a rule book that says, if you beat my kid at skee-ball, I have to hit you in the head with one. That's not a thing. But this mom is yelling at this kid, trying to blame him. So sure enough, they get back to the house and his mom comes to pick him up. And he's like, yeah, we had an incident, or the mom is, oh, we had an incident and he got hit in the head playing skee-ball at Chuck E. Cheese. We're not sure how this happened, because in the car, she had started threatening, saying that if he ever told his mom about it, that she was gonna make sure that his life was miserable. So the poor kid is just like, yep, it was an accident. I got hit in the head and that's what happened. It was crazy. How weird is that, mom? Haha. Like, this poor kid just didn't tell his mom, dude. So his mom just thought there was an unfortunate skee-ball accident at Chuck E. Cheese until the kid was like 19. But that was the last time he ever hung out with that kid with either of his parents. Like, it was just a no-go from then on. He told his mom he just didn't have fun with him and she stopped making him hang out. But yeah, I'm not quite sure how you ever get angry enough to beam a kid with a skee-ball, but apparently it's possible. Anyways, guys, I think that's going to do it for the video. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to subscribe, turn on notifications. Oh my god, I upload every day and you don't want to miss a video. If you enjoyed the intro song, a link will be down below in the description if you want to check it out. No pressure, though. Other than that, get yourself some of the OG Sub Club merch before it's gone forever. And use code Scrubby at the G Fuel checkout if you want to be a massive savage. It helps you out, helps me out, and, you know, you get some good G Fuel. Other than that, follow me on Instagram at Scrubby_69, and, or that's the Twitter, sorry. Instagram is just at Scrubby, and, yeah, don't get anyone pregnant. If you do, make sure they're hot, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time with another video. I'm gonna go beam a kid upside the head with the skee-ball now, and I'll see you guys next time. I'm out. Peace.